Good day, folks. Happy Sabbath. This is Omar Hosea, servant. Good morning. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for waking us up this day. Father, thank you for waking up the people watching this video. Thank you for protecting our families and guiding us through to this day. Father, we ask that you continue on guiding us and leading us according to your will, not our will, for your will is the best will. And I ask for the wisdom and the knowledge and the character in the words and the speech to get this point across according to your will, that you may be glorified and exalted. And we ask that you protect our families as they go to and fro. By the power of the Holy Spirit I come. To the prophets before me and after me, we say thank you. In the name of Emmanuel and Yeshua, we appreciate your work. Selah. And to all you that's watching this video, God bless another dap. That's my words. That's my new thing called God bless another dap instead of God bless another trap. No, God don't bless traps. You know, I shot that first picture of those people wanting to rally. I'm going to take you guys with me, and it may seem a little foul, but it's on my mind, and we're going to give it to you like this. My spirit was saddened because people are not realizing what's going on. I need y'all to feel me on this, people. I don't care what color of skin you is. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what your sexual preference is or anything of that nature. Alright? My camera's on this side, so I have to look like I'm looking over here when I should be looking over here. But anyway, this is not supposed to be perfect. But anyway, remember when we told y'all guys before the Million Man March started, the second one, that there is laws concerning domestic terrorism, and that Bush family, the Jet in Florida, the Bush family in Texas, and the Bush family in D.C., and their friends. And when they came up with that law, the Patriot Act, see, so-called black folks, Asians, Mexicans, are not considered patriots. And if you go to New England, that's why it's called New England Patriots. So when you say New England Patriots, where's their original England Patriots? Knights Templar, Vatican, the EU, the European nations. Those are the patriots. And so when you have a new Patriot Act, that's an act to protect the patriots of New England or England. And so now you have domestic terrorist laws. And so when you're in England's control and you're in their government or in their society social structure, and you go against their domicile or their domestic procedures or domestic laws that is made for them, or which I will call white privileges, white supremacy, you are knowingly and willingly getting involved in that when you go to them and you say, you're a white devil, you're a white cracker, you're this, and we don't like what you're doing. But you're not realizing that you're not a patriot. Patriots are Christians and Catholics only, and the Jehovah's Witnesses only. There is no so-called thing as black patriots. There's no such thing as called Asiatic patriot or Asian patriot or Mexican patriot or Latino patriot or Hispanic patriot, or there is no such animal. Okay? Remember who told you again. And I keep telling you again and again and again and again and again. And I guess that's what the Most High tells me when I screw up. And I keep doing my own things. Yeah, Hosea. That's why I got mercy on you, and that's why I want you to have mercy on other people. So they'll see that the mercy that I give on the planet and its inhabitants is the same mercy that we must give on the other people until they get it right, or until I just sent my RAPP down. I said, okay, Father, no problem. We got that. So here's the mercy call. Here's the wake-up call. Here's the statement. Now, you notice that there was no rally against Farrakhan Million Man March, because it had nothing to do with uprising of the so-called black people. But now Beyonce come, she defiles the history of the Black Panther Party, but in her heart, she didn't mean to. I think in her heart, she tried to play both sides of the fence. Okay, that's really wisdom. No, don't forsake your face for your ass. A lot of y'all do that. Even me, I'm guilty of it too. So I ain't perfect, but we was all born perfect. I was born perfect. I don't know about you, but what I do is not always perfect. So I need your help, and whatever skills you have is sure my skills. But anyway, so as I'm looking at this, and I seen this thing of all these people in New York wanting to march against Beyonce video and the things of that nature. Those are patriots. And they're coming to defend their English society. It's not really about race. It's really not about black or white. It's about nationality, and because they are together as a unit, and the so-called black man isn't. And so when they see their unit being infiltrated by certain things, they get together and they march and they shoot and they kill and they imprison and they create new laws. But you so-called black folks don't have that mentality or that tactical knowledge. Even with all that money and all these so-called black leaders, you still don't have it. And then you have children. I watched a video where this child was talking just like Farrakhan. Come on, well, the Minister Farrakhan said this, and the Minister Farrakhan said that. And this is a child. And I have not once heard this child say, and Allah said this. And the Most High said that. The prophets said this. You get it? And so, we know that the Most High has control over everything. Even the Patriot Act, even over the pale skin, even over the red skin, the brown skin, the green skin. The Most High is in charge over all color spectrum. Not man. It's in our own ignorance and our own defiance of our own selves and our defiance in humanity that we find that we have these barriers. And once again, I've never seen birds argue about what part of the sky they fly in, unless their children is around or they're hunting. And then even then they don't argue. But those is animals, though. You're supposed to be intelligent beings. So the motive of this video is domestic terrorist. So-called black man, you are at war. You are a domestic terrorist to the New England Patriots. So-called black man and woman and child. No matter how much money or jobs or whatever you get, you are at war, and your shit will be taken and your children will be taken into captivity, or you will die. Why? Because the Patriots that created what you call America, who advanced into corporate America, who advanced and sold it to the Khazarian Jews and the Catholics. They are patriots. This is their country. They paid for it, and they got you to build it, rightfully so, like the Hebrews helped build up Egypt, and other nations helped build up Egypt, like other nations helped build up Babylon. It was thousands of nations and hundreds of nations that helped build these great monologues and things like that. It wasn't just one group of people. And no, it took a whole destruction of tribes and communities to build these monolithic cities and civilizations. And so once again, it's being defended now. Because Babylon is alive today. Sodom and Gomorrah is alive. And the ones that created and built it, they're called Patriots. Man, I can't emphasize this more. I'm looking for really more words and emphasis on in the pictures on how to get this. But I hope somebody get this, man, and spread this information. You are domestic terrorists against the Patriots, against New England and England. So don't get mad if you don't get your tax money. Don't get mad if your pay gets short. Don't get mad because it's their society. And the last thing, how is it that y'all talk about Black History Month, but you talk about Egypt is for over 5,000 years, but you want to talk about 500 years of slavery? That doesn't make sense. And if you're Asiatic and you talk about you're the original owners of the planet, and you want to worship Black History Month and only talk about 500, 400 years of information, that's another reason why you at war. Doesn't make sense. It's ludicrous. It's really laughable. But I'm too busy crying because of the conditions of our people, and the spiritual death, and the spiritual assassinations, and the character assassinations of our people that is not allowing us to see these atrocities. So how can you say Black History Month when every single dream has died? Hasn't lasted, hasn't fruited to nothing. FYI2, Martin Luther King, Blacks and Jehovah's Witnesses, Black Panther Power. I mean, everything died. And the thing is, you didn't ask the Most High for permission. You don't pray. You don't come together and submit and prostrate. Y'all don't do nothing. That's why I try to be an example and pray before I do any video, to share with y'all that we must pray as a unit, as one voice to the Most High. Put your personal religions and traditions down and just go in one sincere heart and say, Abba, whatever language that we speak, and say, help us. I can't emphasize to y'all anymore. And so many of y'all are going to die. And so many of y'all are going to be put in prison. And so many of y'all are going to suffer in this life and in the next life. Because I've seen it. And do you not think that I want to go out here and fuck off and get my freak on and party and be rich and wear furs and... It's only temporary, folks. For me, I'm happy that the Most High is my portion. And I want y'all to be happy and have Him as your portion. But you can't mix the Most High that is pure with impure things. Like you do with your coat. When you take pure coat and you mix it with all that other stuff. When you take pure opium and you mix it with that other stuff. When you take a good woman and you mix it with that other stuff. When you take a good man and you mix it with that other stuff. When you take a healthy baby and you put this other stuff in it. When you take a healthy newborn animal and you mix this other stuff with it. It's soulless. It's not natural. It's not of the Most High. It's not natural. I'm about to fall apart here, so I'm going to end this video like that. And, dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for giving me these emotions. I thank you for the wisdom. Thank you for making me make this video. We pray that you would open up the ears and the eyes and touch the person's heart and the person's mind, that they would see these facts. That you would reveal these things to them for us. I'm just a messenger and I don't know anything. And I know if I'm lost, I know they're just as lost as me. Father, have mercy. And if we can just get some more people, Father, please hold back your wrath. But if not, let that will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give me this day my daily bread, and forgive me of my trespasses, as I forgive those who trespass against me. Lead me not into temptation, but deliver me from evil and wickedness. For thy is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Selah.